Hey everyone, Kaser, and welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Well, you can see down below, just under 7 days remaining before Year 8 is going to hit. So that's just going to be the biggest expansion ever. There's a lot of stuff that looks like there's going to be coming in the future. And of course, we're going to be adults. We have to go and talk to Olivia. That's what it was. That's right, because we talked to the Circle of Kana in the previous chapter. And a few other things as well, Dumbledore as well we talked to. But we know we have to talk to Olivia. Also we talked to Jacob. It's all coming back to me. Basically I think we have to figure out what our friends are planning moving forward. I can always look at the summary after, but... You found me, Casey. We were just talking about you. We heard about your brave exploits at the bridge. I have to say that I'm quite impressed, Mr. Casey. You were able to stop R and the wearer of Devi Saki's amulet. That's a big relief for these old bones. I've already told you that you can't have these bones, Herbert. Get back to your nap. Just waiting for him to die or something? Horrible. Well, I'm glad you're relieved, Mr. Elderberry, but I have to admit that this matter isn't quite closed. My dad went over the edge of the bridge with the amulet. He's presumed dead, but there's been no word on the amulet. That is quite troubling. I certainly haven't heard anything about it here. Things have been quiet lately. I haven't either. Then again, I've only been back for a bit. That's actually why I'm here, Olivia. What are you doing back here? Why did you resign from Hogwarts? Have some tea and I'll tell you about my tale of resignation. Well, if I'm moving on, she can move on too, I guess. I think I could do a lot of good here at the Ministry. This feels more like I belong. Let's just say that I'm going to be seeing a lot of interesting and confounding things at my job. I'm not sure if there's a hint in there or not, and thank you for your part in taking down R. You too, Mr. Elderberry. With graduation coming up, I wanted to make sure I spoke with everyone who's helped me. Graduation? I remember when I graduated. Well, for the most part, a lot of it is pretty fuzzy since it's been so long. What do you think about the prospect of spending more time at the Ministry, Mr. KC? I'm confused, but intrigued. I don't really like the Ministry. I love it at the Ministry. I'm intrigued. I'd say I love it. A lot of options. I love it at the Ministry, Mr. Elderberry. I'm not sure what I'll be doing after graduation, but I hope I can work either with you or at the Ministry. You just might find your wish will be granted. I must admit that I'm quite excited to be seeing you more often. What do you mean? I think that's enough, Elton. I'm sure Casey has more people to speak to now that this whole R situation is over and done with. Speaking of which, a charming wizard came to visit me in my office when I was packing. He wants to see you. Really? Who is it? Oh, Fiddlesticks. What was his name? Charlie's older brother. It's Bill! Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let us wait. Bill, what are you doing here? Charlie filled me in about everything. Is there any word on your dad? Not yet. I'm sure you'll hear something soon enough, but for now, I wanted to congratulate you on defeating R. You fulfilled the Circle of Kana's mission. You did good, Casey. Rowan will be proud of you. Thank you, Bill, and it's good to see you again. What else is going on? I was talking to Charlie about graduation. You know, once I was able to get a word in. He's been offered a job in Romania at the Dragon Sanctuary. He could hardly contain himself. Oh, I didn't know he was going to Romania. And it turns out he didn't know what your plans were either. So I'm here to remedy that. What are your plans after graduation? I plan to make a plan. I plan to just let life happen. I don't know. I can't really answer that because we don't know what's really popping up in year 8. Well, we kind of do. They've released some pictures and things of that nature, but we don't really know for sure yet. I plan to just let life happen, Bill. So you have no plan? I don't need one. Everything will work out itself. Right, well, I had a feeling this was going to be the case. I want to give you some advice about life after Hogwarts. Cursebreaker to Cursebreaker. Things will be different once you graduate, so you better listen up. Can't you just let me enjoy this final time before I graduate? I can worry about this stuff afterwards. But I guess not. Try different things, find a mentor, make mistakes, never stop learning. This all seems like good advice. I would say the most important one is what my dad told me. Look forward to the future, but enjoy the present. I want to know what you're most excited about starting a new job, living on your own, or not having any more tests. New job, living on my own, no more tests. Well, we're going to obviously be tested in life. More as we go on, but I think you're probably talking about actual school tests. I would say I kind of want to live on my own. I think that'd be kind of neat. I'm excited about living on my own. I'll be bringing things from my dorm, but I'll get to decorate a new flat. That is true. I did read that. I was too. Remember to still keep in touch with other people though. You don't want to lose your friends. Remember to enjoy your remaining time at Hogwarts, alright? I'll try, Bill. Of course, you'll come back to Hogwarts often. I do all the time, but you have new places to explore too. Once you're out in the real world, you'll experience new exciting adventures and frightening dangers. You'll be able to use all of your hard-earned skills to make a difference. Is everything alright, Bill? There's been a sense of unease lately in the Wizarding world, like something is lurking in the shadows. We'll need a powerful wizard like you on the front lines helping the world. I see. But don't worry about that just yet. Focus on the little things for now, like cleaning out your dorm room. I do have a lot to pack. I've got many important mementos and outfits. You've also made me realize that I'm not sure what my friends have planned to do after graduation. Perhaps hearing what they're going to go through will shed some light on my own path going forward. It just might. Good luck with everything, Casey. Thank you for the LA rice, Bill. We've not seen you before I graduate. So we're gonna check in on my housemates. Sounds like a plan. Though I think it's funny how it just kind of dumps everything on me. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, don't worry about all that stuff that I just filled your head with. Go have fun before you graduate. Like I said, could have told me this stuff afterwards. So I guess we're talking to Ben next. Hey Ben, what are you up to? I'm just taking a break from packing and just reminiscing. This is one of the last times we'll be in the Gryffindor common room as students. It is. You know, when I was first sorted in Gryffindor, I thought it was a mistake. And now? I think that the sorting hat knew something about me that I didn't, and made the right choice. You're certainly growing much more brave than when we first met. You're a true Gryffindor. I like to think so. You're a Gryffindor too. Which trait do you think you've identified with the most? Bravery, courage, determination. That's a good question actually, because all three are very, very detrimental, especially being a curse breaker. I'm leaning towards courage, because you really need a lot of courage to do something like that. Bravery as well though, and you need determination to cut through it. What does it matter? Courage. I've had to be strong in a lot of frightening situations. That makes sense. You've always been a courageous one. I think that'll help you a lot in the Wizarding world. Oh, the real world. I sure hope so. Speaking of which, graduation is coming up soon. What kind of plans has everyone been making? Well, I know what I'm doing, but let's ask everyone else. What is he doing? Ministry stuff? Probably ministry stuff. working at his parents' antique shop. That sounds like a blast. I'm so happy that many of our friends have landed great jobs. Jay will be in London, Corey's going to be in Hogsmeade, Charlie's going to Romania, and you? You're going to the United States to work for Makusa. Or is it Makasa? For the Federal Bureau of Covert Vigilance and Nomage Obliviation. I'll be training as an Obliviator for the most part. Blimey, when do you leave? A few days after graduation. I've got to settle into my flat. Apartment? Blimey, I need to find a flat too. It seems like everyone's making plans except for me. May I have a word with you, Mr. Casey? Sure. How can I help, Professor McGonagall? Seeing as it is almost time for graduation, I wish to give you a final bit of advice. You've done many great things during your time at Hogwarts. The most recent of which being your role in the Battle of the Bridge. Yes? I should be lecturing you about taking such dangerous matters into your own hands. Professor McGonagall. But the truth is that you handle yourself like a true Gryffindor in the face of such a personal conflict. And you face far greater dangers out in the real world. I have no doubt you'll be ready to take on whatever comes next. Though I wonder which skill you've learned do you think will benefit you the most? My spellwork skills, my leadership skills, my social skills. I actually don't agree with the far right one. I actually agree with my leadership skills. I've taken charge so many times in different things. I believe my leadership skills will benefit me the most. I've had to take charge of a few situations during my time at Hogwarts, and I think that they will help me in the real world. A few? Many, many more than a few. You have proven to be quite the capable and inspiring leader from what I've heard. I do not wish to keep you much longer, but there is one more thing I wish to tell you. Yes, Professor McGonagall? Your courage has gotten you far, and you do well to carry that with you into your future endeavors. I will miss seeing you roam the grounds of Hogwarts. Perhaps I will see you in the future for mentoring. The grounds? I want to see Hagrid before I graduate. Then I will keep you no longer. I will see you at graduation. Yes, see you at the graduation. So Hagrid's at his hut, or his garden. Where else would he be, I guess? What's wrong, Hagrid? Has Fanny's gone missing again? Yeah, got in one guess, Casey. The rascal is always getting himself into trouble. You're who I should have been looking for today. I've seen a lot of students come through Hogwarts, but few have made the impression you have. That's sweet, Hagrid. I actually came to say goodbye for now. Oh, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. I'm gonna miss you as a student, Casey. I'm so proud of you and everything you've done. Though, if you're staying local, I suppose we'll always be running into each other. Don't be sad, Hagrid. Let's remember the good times we've had. Yeah, good idea there, man. Great idea. All this reminiscence has got me a wee bit misty-eyed. You've grown so much since your first year. I have, and you're partially to thank. You're gonna do great things, Casey. I can just tell. That's assuming I don't end up having to crash in your hut. I haven't quite figured out my future yet. My friends have already made their own plans. And you feel like you're the only one who hasn't. How does that make you feel? Nervous about the future. I feel fine. I feel happy for my friends. I feel nervous about the future. What if nothing works out? I'd feel nervous too. But you're KC. You'll land on your feet. You know, it doesn't seem like a lot of my friends are going to be in London. And the Ministry is there too. So are Mr. Elderberry, Olivia, and Mad-Eye. London, eh? It's a lovely city. Oh, of me favorite places besides Hogwarts. Lots of things to explore there, interesting places and people. Perhaps London is where my path is. Could be, just know that no matter where you land, this isn't a goodbye, it's see you later. I've got a good feeling you'll always be making regular visits, and you can always find your way home to Hogwarts. Oh, that's nice. Hey, it's Fang. Hold on. Sorry. Fang! Looks like someone else found its way home too. There you are, you little rascal. Thanks for coming to see me, Casey. But if I'm not mistaken, it's time for you to graduate.
You make the hardest task look easy.
Great. So, does that mean I can do that now? I don't know. Or is that next week? I think that's next week. Yeah, it is next week. So I think if I recall, when the very final chapter ends and we graduate, it's like one quest. And then you automatically move on to like the next year. So that's going to be the end and the beginning of year 8. I think. But yeah, that's basically it. Not really a lot happened. It was pretty much what you expected. Kind of wrapping things up with a nice little bow. I am very curious to know where I'm going to be heading. Like the locations and stuff. Obviously there's London and Romania that some of our friends are going to. Can I go there too? I feel like I'm going to be able to. They were dropping hints. Or maybe they've already actually showed it and I just haven't seen it yet. Because I haven't really looked up anything. I'm trying to be a little bit more spoiler free if I can. Just to be a little bit more surprised, I suppose would be the best way of putting it. Let me know down below though, what did you think of Year 7, Chapter 59? Subscribe for more Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery videos, and I will see you with graduation next week. And then the start of Year 8. Oh, I'm excited about that. We'll see just what I choose, I guess. And I hope all of you will come along for the ride. So thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.